G'day mates. Are you thinking it's time to finally ditch the durries? I get it. That's why the Legends at Quick Hero have made it dead easy. Easy online consult.
Sure as hell better make sure that you have this argument. My argument is that there is this kind of weird strategy going on in the world where people are like perpetuating this like masculine, athletic, like warrior archetype, and it's like, look, it's good. It's good to be healthy, fit. It's good to be aggressive, have all these capabilities. You know, it's cool to, you probably get more pussy if you look like Chris Hemsworth. But pussy is a double-edged sword. It will bring you just as much trouble as potential pleasure. So, I don't see that warning on Mr. Hemsworth's social media account. But pretty much in no state that I can project into the future are we going to be in some type of physical confrontation. At all. Even with guns, like even with military, it's like, it's more how it's just, it has nothing to do with it. And the problem is that it has to do with like really deep political criticism and like global trade and innovation and supply chains and pressure and language and religion. It's this whole thing. It's very this, not a lot of this. Right? You have to have some of this to be able to project this to do with what you've learned from this. But yeah, there is no Arnold Schwarzenegger super warriors that are going to be parachuted in to do it. It doesn't work like that. It's like, and so we've got this strange thing, like basically take a snapshot of Australia, and we have someone like who's the most known Australian, go around the world and they'll say Chris Hemsworth, Thor, someone who is paid very, very well to look like a fantasy novel from a woman's bookshelf. And a lot of men's bookshelves, you know what I mean? I wouldn't throw him out of my bed. But it appears that you are aiding and abetting our Prime Minister, who is wanted for crimes against humanity. Could you put him in one of your cells in Rome and hold him there until his case is ready?
If you've just got to Australia, and I mean in the last 80 years, your family, I don't care how many generations, you're not Australian. Australia is a colony established by the British Empire. It is supposed to work hand in hand with the British Empire. It's not its fucking dumping ground for its... It's not its fucking holiday camp for those who have got this fucking Labor Party government in the hole, and it wasn't established under that order. Fucking repercussions of industrialisation and the Industrial Revolution are not solved by Australia. This international arbitrage is going to fucking end. Get used to hearing how long have you fucking been here. Not to do with Aboriginal or not Aboriginal. You do not fucking belong here. Not any fucking one of you. You start throwing your fucking weight around and fucking living here as if you fucking own it. I don't care if you've got a fucking English accent. You're a fucking scrap, fucking turncoat piece of shit that left there to the wolves and thinks she can retire here because of the fucking exchange rate. Go and fuck yourself. Do not be confused about the fucking state of what Australia is. You will not be able to hide here from anything you've done internationally. Every fucking bit of it will be exposed. fucking pay close attention to exactly who you fucking think you are.
Never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken. But I swear, in the days still left, we walk in fields of gold. We walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days. As the sun goes down, fields of in his jealous sky.
Call to arms is over.
When we walked in fields of gold.
I'll explain how Snapchat did what it did. And I'm also going to explain how never to trust a company that isn't making any money. Snapchat doesn't make any money. It's made money twice. 2/4 of its entire existence it's made money. So what's it doing? It's making money. It's just not making money through the app. We've got to get fucking more intelligent, more advanced in our thinking that, oh, this is just this thing that does this with filters and it's trying to do this and that's its mission statement. No, fuck off. Its mission statement was to fucking do exactly what it did. Was to attack its competitors' attempts at claiming a new environment, which is basically this. Mass distributing humanity. And how did it do that? It did that by opposing it, by creating the disappearing fucking message, which if it had not created, I would not have been sent to prison. The only reason I was sent to prison is because this alternative existed in the marketplace and in the minds of Australian people, in the minds of the police officers that arrested me, in the minds of the judicial staff. And every single one of these individuals should be brought in front of a court and their history should be exposed if they have Snapchat on their phone. I was participating in transparent citizenship. I was indicating every single one of my actions. I wasn't fucking wanking off in some disappearing message teenage app. Which is what the entire Australian fucking government system from top to bottom was doing. And that is why we are in this situation of this rift between reality. This assumptive governance, the governing on the assumptions of emergent technologies and emergent companies. These are companies. And oftentimes, if you take one or two things away and just compare them, make really rational comparisons between things that would have existed in the real world, you will be in shock to how far these fucking systems got implanted into our consciousness and accepted the new normal. They are not the new normal, providing teenagers with some type of note-sharing fucking thing that weakens the arguments of their parents, of adults, in criticising their government. That in comparison makes long, thought-out journalism and clear markets and clear criticism and all the types of things that I've been doing not have to be responded to because there's an app where the messages disappear. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. It has retarded the youth of our country beyond almost, imagination.
with a false sense of privacy and a false sense of the security that they're getting as teenagers, that will continue on. It reinforces this illusion that criticism of government is not allowed, when in fact it is the entire process of government is criticism of government. It is a criticism circle that loops on itself continuously. And to damage that, especially with $1 billion global company, and to damage that in the minds of our most vulnerable people, and then to protect that damage whilst destroying the actual relative model that does not resort to cheap tricks and to pandering to people whose brains are not developed yet in order to make its profitable business. I'm not 100% in support of Meta or Facebook or Instagram, but it makes a profit, it makes sense. It doesn't resort to these cheap tricks. It's not the newspaper, although it can be. It's not a phone conversation, although it can be. It's not Parliament and democracy, although it can be. When something disappears, it's espionage. It's an espionage app that has activated the teenage class of our citizens to participate in espionage and to create an environment where only espionage is accepted. It is the greatest example of failure to actually appropriately respond to technological advancements by a government in the history of the world. And this example both exposes the current Albanese government and this app, this Snapchat app, as international criminals. There's a reason he's floating around with Miranda Kerr, Australia's most known Victoria's Secret model. That's how confident they were that they'd pulled this off. But like I said, anyone who has Snapchat installed on their phone or they're on their children's phone, you're not an Australian citizen in my eyes. You are an agent of chaos. You are guilty of espionage. And you are guilty of initiating your children into espionage, provably. And if you're participating in any type of attacks on individuals, doing exactly how doing the actions that built this country and the country before it, then you're in some serious trouble. Provably. And now the passion of the target I'm choosing to expose to absolute fraud in this region is Snapchat. If you wish to become a citizen of Atlantis, put your little Ace of Spades playing card in your wallet. There is one thing I ask, and that is to declare absolute war on the holding company of Snapchat and destroy it on Facebook. Snapchat.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I never know what I'm going to be doing in the morning, but I'm not particularly sure I'll be doing this, but nevertheless, I've started a kingdom, that's right. The kingdom's called Atlantis. I've been mentioning it quite a lot, so I guess the kingdom's backed on all that stuff where I've mentioned Atlantis in it. This kingdom is established to protect families that have been living in Australia for 100 years or longer. The reason I'm needing to do this is because the governments, both the Australian and the United Kingdom, that have been installed in the name of King Charles, that's in my opinion far from his wishes, have betrayed the individuals in Australia, and a lot of them in the United Kingdom as well, that have actually built these fine nations, and they've betrayed them in order to make a quick buck and to build an army to try and wipe us off the face of the earth. And based on my 3-year exposure of this, I have no choice other than to establish a kingdom in opposition to this. I believe that the royal family is held hostage by these other systems. They are unable to defend themselves, and so I am going to defend them by doing this. The Kingdom of Atlantis is pretty easy to identify, and so basically if anyone within the Kingdom of Atlantis is harassed in any way by any of these other governments that are acting as pirates, that means harassment, that means questioning, that means stopping by police, that means attempting to remove property, or to, basically anything. If you touch anyone from Atlantis, you will come under direct retaliation. Anyone from Atlantis, this is how you want to join. You basically just take an Ace of Spades card out of any deck. This one happens to be from an Assassin's Creed deck. It doesn't have to be this. It can be any Ace of Spades, and you write Atlantis and your name on the bottom. That will identify you to anyone that you are from Atlantis and not from the countries formerly known as Australia. I will not acknowledge them as being called Australia, as the federal government of Australia, or as the United Kingdom, or as the federal government known as the United Kingdom, because I believe that they are acting not in the best interests of what, in my opinion, the most important portion of that population is the longest serving. So yeah, I started a kingdom. I don't even have a hat on. I don't even have a crown. I suppose I don't really need one at the moment because it's not important. But there is a metaphorical crown, I suppose, on my head now. This is how you identify yourself. Atlantis, your name on a playing card. And then you'll be under the protection of us. Please let us know if you're being harassed by any of these pirates. Let me know straight away, and we will put those individuals on a list. Try and get a photo of them, try and get their name, try and get their registration, all these things, and we can start building a database of the mercenaries, usually foreign mercenaries, that are enacting this government, this entity's forceful execution of their will by excluding the actual Australian citizens from their plans. It's a Ponzi scheme. They bring in new people, they replace the old people. Metaphorically, they just keep bulldozing along like these mining companies, like there's anything. And even if you've just got here, you won't be long until you're found back at the wake. So just as a precaution, maybe stick one of these in your wallet. And we'll see if we get enough to oppose this coup with enough veracity. And it's really easy, you know what I mean? That's how easy it is. You get a pack of playing cards and you stick your name and Atlantis on the top. It even starts with an A. Pretty damn easy. Because we need to secure a homeland for these people. This is the problem I'm in, is like, my family comes from England, but that's 180 years ago. If I go to England, they're going to be like, you're not fucking English. It's a Ponzi scheme. From top to bottom. And there are millions and millions of people who fall into this category. And the country that you are in right now was not built by you. If your parents arrived here 40, 50, 60 years ago, it wasn't built by them. And the fact that you have thought it wise to participate in a coup this large by giving it consent is going to be proven as the largest mistake you've ever made. Unfortunately, I find my actual children's mother and her new husband to be part of this coup. It's a very, very, very unfortunate set of events. But based on fear, terrorism tactics used by the Labor Party across the country, they thought it was their only point. But I'm saying there is never a better time to cut up your Australian licence and stick one of these in your wallet. What are they providing you with? What are they taxing you for? What are they educating your children in? In my opinion, they're educating your children in exactly how never, ever, ever to be able to see what they're doing. Which is abuse. It's the largest form of abuse. To tell someone that you're preparing them for the world and then ill-prepare them for the world, to actually disable them, this is what the Australian federal government under Anthony Albanese specialises in. Because they're not providing a country for Australians, they are securing foreign territory for our enemies. It's that simple. So again, if you want to put on a police outfit and run around with loaded guns and place people inside a facility in which the guards play video games, whilst those people's rights are completely denied to them, and they speak to a video screen instead of a jury, and they are bugged and kept inside for 24 hours a day and unable to make any legal preparations for themselves and are isolated from their families, then yeah, continue doing that. And you will come under the full investigation of the Kingdom of Atlantis. The Kingdom of Atlantis at the moment exists a 3-metre radius around myself and my family. And anyone who is carrying one of these will be protected by the same radius. And this isn't just an Australian thing. This stretches all the way back from Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and England. My kingdom is in complete alliance with the Windsor family. Alliance, not underneath, not above, not below, just alliance. Because as I said, I believe that the Windsor family is being held hostage, is being blackmailed by the very government that it instituted below itself. If you want to check back in family histories and all this English hoobaloo about whether I have authority to do this, you go ahead and write and you do that, and you will see that I 100% have authority to do this. So yeah, weird day. It's a Sunday as well. I've got to be having a day of rest. But as I said, I opened up my phone, saw some things, and this is my card that I choose to play this morning. And let all the other pieces maneuver around this card. suppose that makes me a king. I'm not big on titles. At the moment,
the amount of money that I said no to pursue an education about trying to fix problems that we're causing. And it fucking, you know what I mean? It starts adding up. It starts getting to a hefty sum, especially considering I just read today that somebody, like you call them lollipop men, you turn a sign around like this, stop, start, stop, start. Was on $200,000 a year. Righty, I'll try and jump straight into a joke. It's an attempt to start walking, start telling you the story to stay immediately as the same level as I was thinking about something down the drive. So imagine writers, comedians, poets, songwriters, they're like hackers. So they're trying to hack into some section of society. One of the little nodes is flicking off, like telling you to buy insurance or buy, I don't know, a new car, new washing machine, new air fryer, maybe get a new Netflix show, speak to your mother, buy her a Valentine's gift, buy her a bottle of wine, this perpetual stimulator that is constantly waggling a juicy worm in front of their eyes so that we get our credit card out, flip it, send some nodes of exchange somewhere so someone else can buy some rice. The justification of that S word that we don't use anymore but somehow still participate in. Did we? Did we just do a deal? Handshake here, an electronic transaction here, a maze, a disassociating hall of mirrors to distract you from the fact that you are buying other people, their usage, their life, their families' lives, their ancestors' lives, their environment's interaction that may be degrading the billions of species around them that might be being slowly poisoned, polluted and compacted. God. The amount of sheer negative energy headed our way must be a level that, well, only a fly would know.
Not much longer would you be was such an advancement. Since then the dance has been confusing everyone's muse, constantly perusing all eccentricities of you and me. Well, what do I see? Tell me, what do I see? Tell me, what do I see? Tell me, what do I see? Well, if you look in the back of the newspaper, you've still got the personal ads, and it's still about the same thing. You still got the Harvey Norman selling beds. You still got everything I remember. Washing machines, refrigerators, lost dreams, suburban pages, JV Hi-Fi with the yellow pages. Well, since the phones came, it's just the same, that everyone's lost their names, and it's a shame, 'cause I remember time ticks upon it as I lick the screen, fingerprints all on it. Facial recognition, decision I made, or was it just a mission slip signed with a tick on the box, and everyone now belongs to this cocksuckers behind the screen, in a little room filled with all these machines, telling you where to go, what to think, what to say, what to know, what to want, what to respond to, what to feed you, what to me too, and you too. Red and blue hills, a delusion, a disguise, a choice behind the eyes of whoever's watching, behind that phone, behind the little camera in the right-hand side of this piece of glass wheel disguised as something that is helping, but is it helping or not? Is it really connecting the people of the world, or is it a wedge cranked in every direction to move it whichever way? A selection of people with the money want, deciding what you will buy, choose, live in, drive and use. Complete control is in their hands, and you gave it to them just like that, sand through the hourglass. As the time passed, I still remember 2009, getting my little box. It's my time to enter the phone zone. Enter the phone zone. We entered the phone zone. We entered the phone zone. You didn't even know, 'cause we entered the phone zone. What I'm telling you, no. What I'm telling you is no. We entered the phone zone. We entered the phone zone. Now I'm looking at you on my home phone, deciding what I'm gonna do, telling you the strange facts, straight from my brain, straight to the tracks of the unseen eye, disguised in the mind of eyes.
Drive our ships to found myself with my machete trying to cut the celery and small vegetables, carrots, potatoes, to make like a soup. I could just hear the birds, man. I could hear the birds still in the background. Can you hear them? They're never going. You should leave. From the moment I came out into the jungle, it's so hard to from myself. Why did you let us in there? Why were we not advised? You knew the positions, you knew there was someone in that tower. You sent us in there anyway. And now they're gone. With a wave of your hand, you just pushed me on to the next group. Through. The next group of boys. The next group of boys. Brought.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the pilot washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you
Why did you let
is the nature of my game.
Why were we not advised? You knew the positions.
Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain.
Going up too far.
I rode a tank in a generous rank where the blizzard rain and the finest stay.
Well, they say rapping is hard, but I can't find the path. Disguised in this long grass, with the brown snake, with the drain tape, with the something. Try and get it with the rake, and the fucking escapes. So many mistakes I've made, garden days, but one day you'll see, mate. I'm gonna show you, baby. So when I found it, slithering down to my garden bed, I saw the tail and I said, hey, Mr. Brown Snake, you can stay there for a day, but that's all you get to play, okay? So after the day breaks, I wanna see you on your way, cause I hate snakes. But it's alright to mingle just a little while, cause I like to see your start. Cause you smooth and you smile and you smile and you smile and you lick your tongue in the air, feel the wear. What are you searching for anyway, man? Why did you come here to my garden bed? Was it something I said? He said, look at you, man. You're almost there, you're halfway, but check out something to say. Cause what I wanna show is how smoothness can make you grow. Cause every time I grow, my skin slips away and I return. And then I said to the snake, I said, what, mate? You trying to tell me some type of cheat? Some type of game plan to shed my skin? To be renewed from what's within? You mean I don't need to die? You mean I don't need to die and wait to be taken to the light that's telling me since I was this high? You mean I can just be renewed in every day? Why is this knowledge not? Why is this knowledge so? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go?
Pleased to meet you.
Where'd you go?
Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. I was puzzling you with the nature of my game. Oh yeah. I watched with glee while you kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I lay traps for who gets killed before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you. Hope you get my name. Oh yeah. But what's puzzling you?